One exploded, going 4 for 5, but Cleveland lost to the White Sox for the 4th time in 5 games. Time for a change of scenery for the Tribe in Detroit to face Gonzalez's ex-teammates. What do you think the fans had to say to him? Juan had an answer in the first inning, yet no score man on. Yanking the Chris Holt breaking ball. Cabrera comes around to score from second. Gonzalez 1 for 3 for the game, 2 RBI. 4-2 Indians, though, in the 7th. Steve Carsey, Damon Easley with a man on second. Easley taking Carsey just where he wants him, the other way. Roger Cedeno, the speedy Cedeno scores. 4-3 now, Cleveland. Same score in the 7th. Paul Shuey facing Tony Clark. 2 on, 2 out. Shuey, Clark can't find it from there. Indians would add a run and win. So with his 2 RBI, Juan Gonzalez now has 14 on the season as the Tribe snaps its 3-game losing streak while extending the Tigers' losing streak to 4. Bartolo Colon allows 3 runs on 7 hits over 6 2/3 for his first victory of the season. Top of the 2nd, 2-outer is up 2-0. Runners at the corners. Tomo Oka, the delivery. Mike Borden stealing second on that. Jason Varitek to Craig Graybeck, who throws back home to cut down Jerry Hairston, trying to score. Orioles up 2-0 through 3. Sweet play. Bottom 4, bases full. Just the way Troy O'Leary likes it. Right off of Jose Mercedes, Trot Nixon, Jose Offerman would score. O'Leary 3 for 4, 4 RBIs. We have a tie game. It was 4-2 now with 2 men on. Craig Graybeck. Timely hitting, opposite way, good placement. Shea Hillenbrand would score. Brian Daubach would score. Graybeck's first hit of the year. 6-2 now. And was it something we said, Jose? No, it was the 8 earned runs allowed and 4 in a third. 10 hits allowed for Mercedes. Red Sox win 8-2. That's on third. Zeal against John Burkett to first. Wes Helms coming home. Javi Lopez tagging Piazza. He's out. Burkett out of a jam. Mets had just 6 hits in this game. 9th inning scoreless, 2 on, 1 out. Dave Martinez. Armando Benitez gets him to ground into the 4-6-3. DP still scoreless. We're on to the 10th. Rafi out for Call on second. Benitez facing Chipper. The intentional walk goes wrong. Wild pitch for Call to third with 1 out. Chipper walks. Your next batter is Brian Jordan. Jordan in a big spot. What does he do? He pops up to right. Waiting there is Tyoshi Sinjo. Sinjo has already showed this season he has a great arm. He did not show it there, but he got the same result. For Call would stay at third. The Braves would not score. Bottom 10, Todd Zeal at second. Ray Ordonez. Danger! Ray Ordonez off of Kerry Lightenberg hitting the heat. The game-winning hit for Ordonez. 5 RBIs already for Ray. He's a different ball player back from that broken arm. He's been getting a lot of help on his hitting from the brother of Edgardo Alfonso, Edgar, especially working on hitting those high fastballs, the kind Ordonez hit for the game-winning stroke.
Rockies lead 3-2. Fernando Vina leans into the Mike Hampton offering. Hit batsman go to first, but Hampton, Buddy Bell disagreed. Thinks maybe he didn't try really that hard to get out of the way. Third base ump, Jim Joyce, seems enough. He throws Bell out. Go away. Then after walking Placido Polanco to load the bases, Jim Edmonds off Hampton. That'll score. Eli Marrero going to score Fernando Vina. Cardinals take the lead 4-3. Top 9 score tied at 4. Mark Litter, pitch hitter. Mark Little, 2 for 5 as a pinch hitter, drives in 2 runs off Mike Timlin, Todd Helton, Jeff Cirillo, and just like that, the Rocks win at 6-4 and end a 5-game losing streak. They avoid a sweep. Tim trying to beat down the beer makers for the 6th straight time this season. Bases are loaded for Jose Hernandez in the 5th. It's 3-2 Brewers, and now it's 7-2. Behold the power of cheese. Hernandez' 3rd home run of the season, and he was just getting started. That would be his 2nd, a 3-run shot, 7 RBIs, ties a 31-year-old franchise record held by Ted Kubiak. And the Brewers win 12-4. The Houston Hex is over. Milwaukee now 1-5 against Astros this season. Jeff D'Amico, finest pitcher of his generation. Allowed 3 runs, 6 hits, and 6 innings for the win. He also tripled in the 4th to complete the career cycle. He's now 5 for 53, lifetime batting 94.
Reds and Pirates, runner on second, top of the 1st, Sean Casey. Pause for drama. The line shot off the mound. Jack Wilson, the diving stop, and Casey out at first. Top of the 5th, Barry Larkin up. Omar Olivares. Longsome. First pitch of the inning. Larkin would get first. He would advance to third on a sac fly. Runners at the corners, Casey. Olivares with a wild pitch. Larkin comes in to score. Reds up by 1. Olivares 8 hits, 7 earned runs allowed, and 5. Chunk Casey for the love of PNC Park. Casey 9 for 14 with 2 homers in this ballpark with 9 RBIs. Said Pirates skipper Lloyd McClendon, I'm glad he's leaving town. Casey with his 9 RBIs in Pittsburgh's new park had 11 RBIs in 3 seasons visiting Three Rivers Stadium.
Innings allowed 7 runs. I have a feeling he's going to get shelled. The bases are chucked. Troy Gloss, 2 outs and 2 out knocks are key. David Eckstein scoring. Darren Erstead scoring. Angels lead 3-1. Bottom 6, it's 7-2. 2 men on. Former driller Jonathan Johnson to Benji Gill, also a former driller. Ben Molina, Eckstein score. It's 9-2. Benji Gill 1 for 4 now, 11 for his last 15. He's huge. Later in the 6th, Troy Gloss. First full go home. AL leading 5th home run. He was 2 for 4 with 4 ribs, and the Angels win at 13-3. They've won 5 of 7. The Rangers have allowed 25 runs in their last 3 games in an attempt to keep up with Benji Gill. A-Rod 3 for 4, his average up to 297. A's are alphabetically as A's, M's. Ichiro Suzuki leading off, hitting 371. Suzuki, that's Japanese for little bingo. It's the top of the 3rd, 1-zip A's. 2 batters later with 2 on. Oh boy, Tim Hudson hit Edgar Martinez's bat right in the fat part. 2nd homer of the season. He's 7 for 13 lifetime against Hudson. Rick Peterson comes out. He's the pitching coach, calms down Hudson. And of course, what he said worked out perfectly with the bases. Chucky throws a wild pitch, and John Olerud scores from 3rd, 4-1 Mariners. After another Hudson walk, Carlos Guillen, who comes in batting 111, 3 for 27, drives one for a ground rule double. Brett Boone scores the Mariners up 5-1. Art House says that's enough. Kid, you're out. Hudson 2 in the 3rd innings, 5 earned runs on 6 hits and 4 walks. 7-3 Mariners. They sweep Oakland for the first time since '93, and they break Hudson's 10-start unbeaten streak. And at 7-2, they are off to the best start in the 25-year history of the franchise. Insert your A-Rod, Junior, or Big Unit snide comment here. A's scored just 4 runs in 3 games.
Don't ever call Chicken Little a liar. The sky was falling at Skydome Thursday. Pieces of siding and insulation fell from the roof at Toronto Skydome. It happened when the retractable roof was being opened and 2 large panels collided, as you see. Thankfully, none of the falling debris struck anybody. Some Kansas City players were on the field at the time. Not to take any chances before they check out why against the Padres. Padres, in honor of San Diego's large military population, here in the Army stuff. Barry Bonds ends that slump. It was 0 for 21 until that. Home run number 496 of his career. Bottom of the 4th, Padres up 2-1. Adam Eaton, the pitcher. The suicide squeeze successful. Mike Darr scores from 3rd. Darr 3 for 4 in this game. He scored twice. Jeff Kent, wow. His 4th home run of the year. Giants cut the Padres lead to 1. It's now 3-2. Bottom 7, Padres up 2. Alan Embry on the mound. Tony Gwynn, his 535th career double. That was historic for Gwynn personally. It scores Mark Kotsay all the way from 1st. Padres up, they win, and everybody's a winner. Padres win 8-3. The Padres, dressed for the part in their military gear, battled their way to their first win over the Giants in their last 8 meetings. Gwynn, with double number 535 of his career, ties him with Lou Gehrig for 22nd on the career 2-bagger list.
D-backs combined for 5 hits, 2 runs Tuesday, 16 runs, 16 hits Wednesday, and on Thursday, more runs. Sean Green, that's his 2nd of the night, a 3-run homer, his 2nd multi-homer game of the year. He had 2 all last season. Armando Reynoso is not feeling happy. Bottom 3rd, Luis Gonzalez. Low go is low gone. That's headed to the picnic area. Everybody eat up. Gonzo's major league leading 7th. D-backs cut it to 4-1. Greg Colburn hacking off Jeff Shaw. 2-run shot. D-backs get it down to 5-4 in the 9th. Next guy up, Gonzo. Oh, we got ourselves a duel. A little drama at the Bob, and Shaw, high heat, whiffs logo, and the Dodgers hold on to win it 5-4, take 2 of 3 in this series. D-backs have lost 6 of 7 since opening 2-zip. The Dodgers set a franchise record for most home runs in the first 10 games.